Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're doing more video editing this time. Let's see if we can jump into this Metal Gear review. Last time we ended over halfway done with the music in our cut, so we're going to keep going through it. See if we can put some more of this music in. Mechanics that make you rethink the way you're playing the game, where they're able to see and they won't see you. There's no concept of like cones of vision or anything like that in this game, so you know, you can kind of finagle your way around the guards a lot of ways, but especially when it comes to cameras and other, you know, combinations of guards and things, the stealth can actually still get pretty difficult. Kojima was still Kojima in 1987. He was throwing you for a loop every chance he could get. There's traps all over the place. There's all sorts of like mechanics that make you rethink the way you're playing the game. Gas rooms and dogs catching you when you think you're safe and all sorts of things. You know, Kojima was definitely interested in not letting you rest on your laurels. You know, this may not be an action game. It's kind of like the anti-action game in its thesis, but it is certainly exciting all the time. This is Big Boss. Get in the truck on the right. Over. Okay. Maybe we can loop this. We'll try and get that in at the end too. All right, right there. And then what do we got? Like near the beginning maybe? Right there. Gotta nod your head to the beat. That's how you edit effectively. Yeah, so what we want to do is it's like one frame off first of all. Then we're going to make a big old transition. Good. That works pretty well. And now this thing will go as far as we want it to. Because there's not that much music in this part, if I can remember correctly. Maybe I'll lower it a little bit. All the time. This is Big Boss. Get in the truck on the right. Over. Okay. Waiting all the time. This is Big Boss. Get in the truck on the right. Over. Okay. Ah, the truck's been moved. Oh, please. Damn you! So we're gonna lower this a tiny bit. But it actually doesn't need to be as quiet as the other because the music is inherently quieter. So we're going to raise this. Oh, please. Ah, the truck's been moved. Yeah, maybe like 1 decibel down. Oh, please. Damn you! So in Metal Gear... Oh, please. Damn you! So in Metal Gear 1, the boss battles necessarily aren't that much to speak of. It seems like the game is more focused, in this game at least, it's more focused on kind of like the adventure itself and finding the places you're trying to find, like in a puzzle game variety. They aren't that much to speak of. It seems like the game is more focused. In this game, at least, it's more focused on kind of like the adventure. It's dogs catching you when you think you're safe, and on kind of like the adventure itself and finding the places you're trying to find, like in a puzzle game variety. The bosses themselves... I think I had this section in before, so let's see what we had for that volume. 7.6. Okay, we're at the same spot then. And finding the places you're trying to find, like in a puzzle game variety, the bosses themselves seem to be more of an afterthought. Most of them you can actually... Now we need to move this down again. I think it goes to like 12, minus 12. To be more of an afterthought, most of them you can actually just kill by standing in the corner and shooting a remote missile at them. But there are a few really interesting ones. In particular, Dirty Duck is a boss who he actually keeps a bunch of human shields. That's probably my favorite of the boss battles in this game. Whoa. I am Dirty Duck. Go ahead. So I'm gonna lose the music in this part. Battles in this game. Whoa. I am Dirty Duck. Go ahead and shoot if you dare. Oh god. And then for this, because we took out the music completely, we can actually back time the cut so that this ends with the little flourish that we want. One is, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. 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 And bye-bye. You know, it could be a fun little thing as well. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Let's go in here real quick and stand by. We're gonna create a nice little graphic at the end, because we did this with the Hobbit video, and I actually really thought that was a fun idea. Shout out to Peer2Beer for the idea on that one, where it said like, or we had like a little subscribe thing, and then it had kind of like a tie-in to the game. So the Hobbit one, it said like, Smaug approves this message. I think it would be fun if in this one it says like, you know, this is Big Boss, like don't forget to subscribe, something like that. So we can pretty easily just mask this out. Let's just take a regular brush. Okay, but we do want to match the font, so let's just figure out what the font is. It's definitely not this font. Honestly, it doesn't have to be the exact same, but it looks like kind of a standard, like Arial or something. Of course, you could just go to one of those websites. Maybe that'll be faster. Save this as a JPEG, then go to one of those sites. Then let's upload this picture. So there's websites that'll actually identify a font for you if you can't figure out what the font is. So yeah, this. Can I not just do it for all of them? There you go. Jane Caps, Jane Light, Genos, Panoptica Sans. See, the problem is that these are all like, specific fonts. I guess I could just download one, but it would be nice if they told us what like one of the, you know, default fonts were. Screw it. We'll just use our own. We don't need to get that fancy with it. Yeah, I wish there was a thing that said like, default Windows fonts only, you know. All right, hold on. We got to put the character window somewhere else. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. All right, we're not going to spend that much time doing this because it's not that important that it be exactly right. Maybe this one. Oops, I think it was called Corbel. I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Make this 0. It's cheesy and I love it. I don't know how to make it build on the text though. In Premiere at least. Let's see what kind of text. Actually, I guess we could just look this up. How to make text type out in Premiere. Typewriter text. Solved. How to create a typewriter effect. Oh god. Create new sequence. Go to the text tool. Type graphics that was created. Effect controls. Down to text layer. Source text. Click the little stopwatch. Go back to effect controls. Click the keyframe button. Oh my god. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could have told you that's how you do that. They literally just want me to keyframe it to delete individual. Oh my god. See, in After Effects, there's a better way to do this, but I don't want to send our thing through After Effects. Linear wipe. I guess that's close enough. We could just do a linear wipe. Hank is like a rookie. Yeah, it'll look fine. So now what we want to do is give this the proper color. We could also let's just duplicate this layer real quick, and let's give it a little blur. Not that much of a blur though. Maybe like that, so that it really matches. Yeah, great. Okay. Although this is not the same. What am I missing here? Okay, it's to what? We need to change the spacing. Maybe. See, because it doesn't look the same. It's probably just a different font. I'll just keep this rasterized text that we have. This looks fine. Yeah, it's not like we're putting it up next to something that also has that font, so it doesn't really matter. Spent more time on this than probably needed to. We should also probably save this as two different layers. Yeah, because let's rasterize this. And delete this from underneath. And now we have them as two separate layers. And we'll just do a wipe. Okay, our cutesy little thing I think will be fun. Let's take a look at what it ends up looking like. Wait, where is it? 1, 2, oh, here we go, 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. Oh. Oh, okay, hold on. I saved this in the wrong way. Okay. Now we just have to do this wipe. Yes, let's see if it's like 2 seconds. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that works fine. Bye-bye. Okay, put this on here and then back time it. Good. Let's make this the frame size. And then we can just match the sound effects from here. So we'll take the sounds from here, put it into here. This is the last frame where it's on. And then we actually don't want these, so let's put it like here. And this will actually go over it because for a lot of this wipe, it's wiping in nothing. So that, bye-bye. Yeah, that's correct. And we want this to start right here. Bye. And we could just actually cut this sound. It makes a little weird clip when it, there we go. Why did that happen now? Oh, because I moved it up, right. Okay, it would be fun if we also were able to get a sound effect of us getting spotted. Oh, but this has the music. We probably can't get that sound clean then because there will always be music in the background. What we're gonna do also is, let's put a marker right here. We're gonna nest this so we can cut it off early. And then we have to put this marker on the sequence itself so that when we look at the nest, you can see the marker. And then we can move this to here and we know exactly where it's supposed to start. Yeah, like that. And let's raise the volume on this too. Let's give this the same. Bye-bye. Great. This needs to go for like 2 more frames though. Yeah, it's better. Okay, now we have one more thing we have to do. We didn't put the music in this section because we got interested in that little bonus thing, which is cool. That's like a little finale piece. But now we go check this one more section. That means the music is roughly, I'd say, 85% done. Ladies and gents, we're getting real close. Metal Gear Review coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. If you want to find the YouTube channel in question, it's called Voice of Nick Vlogs. You can go on YouTube and search for Voice of Nick Vlogs, or you can click the link that I'm about to post in the chat here. We edit these videos on our streams, and then we actually post the final product on that secondary YouTube channel, which has all of our bespoke edited content. There's already 7 videos on there, including other classic game reviews, and Metal Gear review is soon to be our 8th video. So make sure you go check that channel out, give it a subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.